My child just doesn't play with toys. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. I actually hear this one from parents a lot. The reason why your autistic child may not play with toys, they don't know how. There may be a deficit in play skills, and that can be taught. However, what if there were toys or activities that didn't require any play skills at all? These toys appeal to the senses, sight, touch, and movement. We're already born being attracted to the sensory experience that some of these toys offer. That's why they keep autistic kids engaged. No play skills required. Hi, I'm Celeste. I'm a board-certified behavior analyst certificate. I've been in the field of ABA for over 12 years, and in that time, I've supported and empowered hundreds of parents just like you to connect with their autistic child, to get in their world, and teach meaningful everyday skills. Today, we're talking about toys and play. These are the best toys for autistic kids, in my opinion. I made a list of my top 3 favorites, and these are on my list because 1, they keep autistic kids engaged, and 2, these are not, except for 1, these are not necessarily toys that are targeted toward our autism population. One of them is, I know there's a whole market for like autistic toys, like sensory toys or squishy, like squeeze ball, little silicone pop pads. But I wanted to be creative and like really think of some activities that as an autistic parent, you may not have thought of, especially if they don't have any play skills. Like these things don't need to be taught to be enjoyed. The first one is light play. So some examples include like kids' nightlight projector, Christmas light projector, and something as simple as a flashlight. So the reason why these work is because they're visually appealing. So sometimes you see autistic kids that look at things out of the corner of their eye, or they're staring up at the tree or at the clouds. And I think these kids are really attracted to the visual output in their environment. And so something like a nightlight projector is perfect. Number 2 is water play. So a lot of the time I hear parents say, my child is a water baby. He or she loves the water. We love to splash. We love bath time. So some examples are like water table, a large plastic bowl, or a kid's kitchen sink. A water table is on the list, but it really doesn't have to be all that fancy, okay? I'm actually not the biggest fan of water tables, and the reason is because it's not like you can pack it up and put it away. The longer toys are out, freely available, the novelty diminishes really quick, and then it becomes less fun for the kids and they get bored of it really quick. So you spend all this time and money like setting this cool water table up, and the kids get bored of it really quick. So that's why I'm not the hugest fan of water table. Yes, it's on this list if you really want to get it, but the 2 that I like more are, number 1 is the large plastic bowl, and you literally just need a large plastic salad bowl and fill it with water, fill it with some toys. And my favorite is giving the kid a cup, because then you can model like dumping water, and that one usually gets the kids really excited. They're like, whoa, you could do this, and then they quickly learn how to do it after. My favorite one is the kids' kitchen sink. So this is something I found on Amazon. I love this one. And the reason is because there's actual running water. It's battery operated, and so you fill it with some water, and the water kind of recycles through the toy, and kids love it because the movement of the water, it mimics a real faucet, a real kitchen sink. Last one, I said one of them is geared to the autism population. It's a sensory swing. And typically this one in the picture that is like kind of an indoor hammock. But the reason why this one made the list is because I think it's hard enough as it is to find toys that autistic kids with limited play skills are engaged in. And so when you find something, it's like, wow, like he really loves his swing. Like what a beautiful thing. Isn't that the whole point of toys and play? Pros, it provides movement input for sensory-seeking kids. Obviously, cons, mid to high cost, the installation. Obviously, if you're renting or have an apartment, this is not something that's feasible for everyone, but a hammock might be a good alternative. Like I've seen some kids enjoy the hammock as well. Okay, pro tip number 1, put it away when they're done using it. Free access of toys and activities really increases satiation. When something is readily available all the time, it loses its novelty, and then it becomes less motivating, less fun and engaging for us. So put it away when they're done using it, bring it out during playtime. And number 2 is I give this input to the parents that I work with a lot. For birthdays or Christmas, do an Amazon wish list or ask family for gift cards. Sometimes parents feel a little embarrassed. Maybe it's kind of rude, but at the end of the day, you know your child best. You know his really unique, obscure interests. So why not make a wish list of like things that he actually wants or needs? Let me know in the comments down below, what is your child's favorite toy or object to play or engage with? It doesn't have to be a toy, it could be an object. Like what kind of things does he or she like to collect? What kind of things do they like to stim with? Let me know, I want to know. From your favorite BCBA, you got this.